Jason Statham is back to kick some ass again. We get to go further into the further, onto an endless road of insanity, and back to a Cape Cod crab shack in the 70s. Plus, one of the weirdest and longest running comedies is old enough to buy cigarettes. I'm Clint Gage, and this is IGN's Watch List for the middle of August, 2026. At number 5, we're looking forward to Mutiny. Jason Statham plowing through would-be tough guys, taking advantage of folks that can't stick up for themselves, is reliable as a clock these days. A clock that punches and kicks, speaks with gravelly gravitas that's cool no matter what he's saying. Anyway, Mutiny appears to live in that same space. It's as stock a setup as you could ask for, and it's one of the things that these Statham movies really do well. The beekeeper, a working man, shelter, the phrase reclusive former badass thrust back into badassery for reasons gets tossed around a lot for these movies, and frankly, I'm here for it. Jason Statham's brand of violence gets a bloodier R-rated treatment here, but I'm otherwise not looking for anything innovative out of this movie. I'm looking comfort food. Statham movies are chicken soup for the reliable low to mid-budget action movie soul, and I'm glad he's keeping that tradition alive. Mutiny is in theaters Friday, August 21st. Insidious, Out of the Further, drops in theaters this week as well as the 6th film in the franchise. Out of the Further will no doubt expand on just what that weird purgatory is all about. Mostly, this movie is going to do exactly what the subtitle promises. Demons coming out of the Further, apparently attempting to permanently haunt the human world. What I like about this franchise is that it's given us some genuinely great jump scares over the years, and the trailer for Out of the Further is trading in some familiar frights. The demon revealed behind our protagonist in particular is something the Insidious movies have done well since the beginning. That scary red face popping up behind Patrick Wilson in the first Insidious movie is at the same time the silliest and most inexplicably effective kind of jump scare there is, and I still find it endlessly fascinating. Now, the stakes of Out of the Further are raised a little as well, but that's not what we're here for with these movies. So long as Lin Shaye is being creepy and the demons are showing up where you least expect them, this should continue to be a fun and gross and scary good time. At number 3 this week, I have to mention It Ends. A weird little thriller about 3 friends that find themselves on a never-ending road stuck in a looping void in the middle of the woods. You know, cheery stuff. From first-time director Alexander Ulam, it's an eerie look into existence itself, and the trailer isn't giving much away in terms of plot or what sort of terror is looming just beyond the edge of the road. It's also not shy about using the recent success of Backrooms in the marketing. Hollywood, of course, is always and will forever latch on to the latest cool thing in hopes of finding the next one. And at the moment, thanks to films like Backrooms and Obsession, we're getting more indie horror. Anytime a film like this has a chance to break through a little bit and shine a light on a new and interesting young filmmaker, it's usually worth a look. And you'll be able to check it out this Friday in theaters from Neon. At number 2, we're excited for Tony. Now, this is one that I've been looking forward to for a while. From director Matt Johnson, Tony is a biopic about Anthony Bourdain, the late chef, traveler, and culture enthusiast might be the best way to describe him. There's a formula to biopics a lot of the time, one that I don't necessarily like. You follow a famous person from childhood through their relevant adult years and then into their aged decline. But if that's the whole pizza version of a biography, Tony is just a single slice, and that's what has me most excited about this movie. It only covers a small window of Bourdain's life, so it's able to get into the detail about why this moment mattered in context of his entire legacy. Matt Johnson is also a very interesting director. Last year's Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie was a sneak-up blast, but don't forget about BlackBerry, the biopic about BlackBerry's rise and fall as a smartphone competitor. That movie was great and funny in all the right spots and cutting in all the rest, so that treatment of a biopic about Anthony Bourdain, a guy who seemed like he was just as aware of his own talent as he was all of his warts, it's really something to look forward to. And finally, at number 1, let's watch some TV, because It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia starts its 18th season this week, and they're starting with Danny DeVito marrying a corpse. The fact that this show is still around is wild to me, not in a bad way. I think it's great that there's still a place for this kind of absurd raunch, just a festival of remorselessly terrible people doing hilarious and awful things to each other. Now, this is not a new conversation, but I will say this show is in such rarefied air now that you can't talk about the best sitcoms of all time without giving it a mention at minimum, if not a proper argument for a spot near the top. The fact that the cast is still all together, giving performances that are consistently great and consistent to the characters themselves for 18 years is insane. The most recent addition to the main cast was Danny DeVito, and he showed up in season 2. It's a pleasure getting to see what disgusting nonsense the gang gets up to next, and the 18th season is underway right now on FX.
What's happening?
So that's what we're looking forward to this week, middle of August. I'm also looking forward to it not being so stupid hot. That'll be a nice thing for September. But for now, I'll see you next week. For more of what's coming next, be sure to subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.